Check, 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 check. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, we're in, I believe. I believe we're in. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, one and all, to the Mobile Lawn Sponsor Mr. Hair Art Show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mack. You guys know me as Mr. Hair Art and Coach. And we're live. We are live right now. And I am pulling up my other accounts to check and make sure we are live on all accounts. All right, we're good over here. We're good over there. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. If you're not in, come on in. If you are in, settle in, because we're about to get started. We're about to get cranking. Forewarning, guys, I am driving right now, so I may be a little bit distracted because I am driving. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of see what y'all got going on and what's happening whilst I'm driving, and not get into any accidents or anything. So y'all forgive me on that level. And I do not have my headphones. Matter of fact, I may be able to grab them. As soon as I come up to a light, I'm gonna grab them so I can hear y'all. I wasn't able to hear y'all from the buses yesterday, so I'm gonna, because I know y'all got some stuff for me, I'm gonna try to grab those and get them on. Righty. Where we're at. Yeah, come on in, everybody. Come on in. All right, I got the chat up. What's up, Miss Marlene? How you? Welcome into the stream. We see Mr. Darnell. What's happening? Mr. Darnell is in the house. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Darnell, I got some, they gave me some stats, but I don't have them right now on how many times you guys come into the stream. So and I saw your name up in there pretty heavy. So I'm gonna get those numbers, because as soon as we begin back what we were doing before with the competitions and the crediting program, all of the credits add up. So I'm gonna make sure y'all get what y'all need out of that deal too, because I'm gonna try to get these buses paid off as quickly as possible. I want to hit the ground running. Let's see. And I saw a bunch of names up in there. I saw Corey's name, Jason's name, Peony, Miss Peaches, Miss Marlene. Yeah. Let's see. And Miss Veronique. Yeah. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? I can hear y'all. What's happening? Welcome in. I got my headphones on. I am driving, guys. So I may not be all the way attentive. So y'all give me a little bit of a leeway here. So if y'all got questions, go ahead and shout them out. I'm gonna leave the call box open. So I just ask that y'all please kind of keep it to a minor roar if we can, because I won't be able to signal any of the buses individually. I just got everybody open right now. So if y'all have questions, y'all just run on up to the mic. Let's get it. If anybody else has questions, comments, or suggestions, just throw them into the chat. We're gonna rock and roll. Can y'all hear me? Check. I checked it earlier. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going, because I don't know what's going on, and I can't glue my eyes to the screen right now, because I don't need no mishaps. But hey, Miss Samantha, how are you? Welcome in. Miss Samantha's a new sign up, guys. Yeah, welcome Miss Samantha into the fold. We had a nice conversation about her hopes and goals and what she's trying to accomplish. So that's going to be a nice situation as well. All right. I had a couple of questions, guys, but obviously I don't have my other laptop. I can't read off the statements or the bullet points from yesterday or the day before. Um, but I remember a bunch of stuff. Obviously, I got a bunch of stuff always rattling around in my head. I can go off the dome like the rappers do. Oh, yesterday, matter of fact, um, we met with some pretty big wigs yesterday, and we decided that I'm going to continue because we had a pretty good time, guys, talking with some of you all with the sponsors. So I'm going to continue that and just be calling and kind of introducing you guys as the sponsor. Good. I don't make the call as far as like what sponsor contacts us. They contact us on their own will. So we don't pressure them into meeting with y'all or talking with y'all or anything like that. They're most of the time they're just in it to set up their account and let us manage it and get going. But with the new agents that are coming on board, they're more apt to want to meet with certain stylists and barbers and see what their their criteria was. Man, did y'all see that? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, my system is pointed down, so and I can't turn it up because if I turn it up, I know you can literally see it when I'm parked. So you can see the camera pointed at me and the lights and everything. So I obviously cannot drive like that. So um, I just leave it off for right now because I don't need to be pulled over either and given no ticket for streaming while we're driving down the highway. So that's not good either. So, but we're gonna work it out because I got my little cams. I showed y'all the little cams yesterday. Oh no, not yesterday. Was it the day before yesterday, or it may have been last week when I showed y'all these are the types of cameras that they're using when they're going to be doing the interviews. They're small cameras like the pocket cams, the DJIs, the Mavericks, all of those little cameras. That's what they're using. So when they do their interviews, they'll be coming on the buses doing the interviews from there. When y'all are coming out to the shows, they're going to be doing y'all's interviews because you'll have your lanyards, you'll have your identifiers, so they will ask you questions because you're a part of the system and they want to know how it is working. I had another guy that was asking me, do we tell his exact words were, do we tell the truth? Meaning like it was taking a while to get through the school. It's taking a long time and it was going to, I'm like, hell yeah, you tell the truth. You tell them, yeah, it's been hell. It's literally been hell going through this course, getting all the things that we've been through. Yeah, you tell them because they need to know that this is not fake. This is the real deal over here. We're actually building from scratch over here. This is not some out of the box system that you can just go up to Walmart and get a mobile salon business off the shelf. That doesn't happen. That nobody has that. So yeah, you let them know that yeah, man, we came in and shoot. The first 6 months we was doing and going, and then we had all kinds of trouble and all kinds of crazy stuff. Man, we've been in for a year, and it's been hell, and we've been good. But we're still in it, and we're gonna get it. And shoot, once we get in this thing, shoot, we gonna get blessed. We're gonna get hooked up. We the first wave. We're the pioneers of this here. So yeah, it's gonna be the big time once we get through it. But we got to just get through it because they understand that. They know that everything isn't instant. You can't just snap your fingers and have this shit just be going. Nobody has done that. Hell, when Tesla was getting going, it took him years and years to get that business out, and it's still not completely up and running. It's still not doing. They're still doing upgrades. They're still doing renovations. They're still doing advancements and evolutions in the cars. He's still creating new cars and new businesses and evolving the self-driving and the Link Star system with they linking with their satellites and all that type of stuff. They just went out the other day. The whole system went down. The other day, the entire Starlink system went down. You're talking about what, thousands of satellites in space just stopped working. all of a sudden, and nobody knew what the hell was going on. But and this is a million. It's not a millionaire. This is a billionaire. This is a multiple $100 billion man, the richest man on the planet, and his company is going through some shit. So yeah, when people look at me like, man, what's going on, man? What's going on? I'm like, dude, you show me your company, and show me your company running smooth as silk, and you have zero problems. Show it to me. I want to see it. Matter of fact, show me any company, especially one that you start from scratch. I'm not talking about when you go and franchise, you buy a McDonald's that's already set up, that's already has a game plan, and they're just running through the motion. Not that. I want to see the business that you're setting up from scratch, that literally does not exist, and now it does. I want to see that business, and I want to see it running completely smoothly with no problem, no interruptions. Everything does exactly what you said it's going to do, and it was just beautiful, no problems at all. I want to see it. Hell, I'll join in that one. I'll give you cash money. It just doesn't happen, people. It just doesn't happen. Am I still up on the last guy? What do you mean? Am I still up on? Oh, if you mean, am I still upset about the last guy? No, I'm not upset. I was aggravated. They're talking about the other day when I was when we had a couple of people that was calling in and saying, "Oh man, what's going on? What's going on?" One of them got kicked out, and that aggravates me because you can talk to me. My phone is literally right here. All you gotta do is call and leave a message. If I don't pick up, leave a message, and I'll call you back. But everybody won't say, "Oh, there's no communication." Use a goddamn lie. I'm right here. I'm literally on live right here, right now. There's no such thing. But you still have people that just get upset. They want things to run immediately. They want to snap their fingers and have $1 million deposited into their bank account right now or the next day. And I'm like, okay, well, you show me where you've done that before, and I'll give you all the credit. You show me where you've done that before, and there's another system out here where you're able to put the money that you invested in, and then you got $1 million out the next week. Show me that, because I want shit. I'm in. I'm in my damn self. I'm in. I'm buying in for me and 10 of my kinfolk. I'm paying my way and they way too. Shit, crazy. Guys, we're on it. We're on it. I don't even know how we got on this topic. We're supposed to be talking about the Herald School. But yeah, it's just, I don't like when people get kicked out from their own doings. You did that. You brought that on yourself, and we could have avoided that by talking to me. It's just, it aggravates me because I need people. I need my people. I need people in these buses. I need good people in these buses that I can depend on, that will get in here and do the thing. But if it's people that's aggravated or short-tempered or don't have patience, or just is not the people that we're looking for, then yeah, that was supposed to happen. That's what I learned, Miss Cynthia. That's what I learned, because they're saying, am I still upset about the last guy? Nope, I am not, because I learned very quickly that God doesn't make mistakes, and everybody's where they're supposed to be. So if they're not here anymore, they weren't supposed to be. Simple as that. And they just give them their money back and send them on their way. We don't need flat tires. a car rolling with a flat tire, you may have 3 good rounded, aired up, ready to roll tires. But when you got that last tire is on flat and it's going to drag the whole car. You're going to be rolling slow because of that last tire that's not rolling. That's not doing what it's supposed to do. That's not, that's not the team player. A flat tire is not a team player. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I'll open up the lines. Nobody's talking though. Y'all may be working, so if you're working, don't worry about it. Don't try to, you know, create questions on my behalf. Keep doing your thing, because I got my schedule, and I am driving, so you're helping me out as well. But I have my schedule for when everything sort of kicks off, so everything will be on that schedule to tell y'all what is going on, what we need to do on this stage, that stage, this date, that date, all of that. So that's coming. We just, you know, get everything in order right now. I just had the whole issue with the buses overheating in this hot ass weather, because it's hot. It's 108 degrees right now in Dallas, Texas. So yeah, it's problematic. And then I had another issue where some of my girls were complaining that their their makeups and their shampoos and stuff was separating in the heat, because the buses, they get hot. If you don't have them set up properly, they will get hot, they will overheat. So you have your waxes that will separate, lipsticks that will melt, you have all this stuff. It's not good. So you have to have it set up. That's why I was telling people before. People think that they can just go and get a bus and get in there and just go and do their thing and shoot, they gonna make millions of dollars. No, you're not. that's that's the dumbest thing ever, because I see them. I see these people. You know how many people call me, and I've said this before. You know how many people call me and say they're selling their bus that they put all this money into, they put all this time and this effort into, all because they did not know what they was getting into. This is not easy. And to sit up and take possession and control of a whole business that is funding and footing the bill and paving the way for multiple people to do their thing and be in business. Oh, y'all can hang it up. Y'all can hang it up. Yeah, I know I got new people. That's why I kind of went that way. My moderator said we got new people in the live. So this is kind of why I went this way, because I'll have people that come in and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I bought a bus, or my husband bought a bus, and we doing it up. We built it." Okay, all right, enjoy yourself, have fun. Them be the exact ones that contact me a year or two later saying, "Hey, how your program work again?" I told you that when you called me the first time. I said, this is not easy. You cannot just go and buy a bus or a van or a truck and just put in your stations and your chairs and your mirrors and you finna roll out and make millions and millions of dollars. That's not happening. That's not going to happen. This industry just does not work that way. That's why you don't see buses all over the place right now. You don't see mobile salons driving all over the streets right now, because it doesn't work like that. There's so many different elements that we have incorporated in our business, in our setup, and that we have tested and retested and over-tested over and over and over and over and over again throughout the last, 3-4 years? Guys, yeah, this is millions of dollars worth of research, R&D, they call it R&D, research and development. Millions of my money. This ain't even sponsors' money. This is my money, millions of dollars worth of my money, until we finally got sponsors on board, and then we started using sponsors' money. But it had to be done, because this is how you get your business set up so that it doesn't fail. Because I've seen too many companies and businesses fail. Talk about the talk about the Hair Art School. Okay, now let's talk about the Hair Art School. Okay, so first the mobile salon school. The mobile salon school, we got the people that are in, everybody. I had people that were texting and asking what's going on with their. If you're not watching the show, this show, because this is where I talk about all of that. I said yesterday, I said the day before, I said everybody's getting their accounts reset, especially if you wasn't able to log in. If you were able to log in before and then all of a sudden you wasn't able to log in, that's because they're resetting all accounts. That means everybody's account had to be reset. That means you will not be able to log in until they reset it. And it took a couple of days for them to reset it. And now everybody's account should be reset. And now that it's reset, it's going to be easier for us to log you in and out of the school and in and out of these courses. It won't take days and days and days to move you from one course to the next one. It'll be literally the same 24 hours to move you in and out of the different courses. And then your assignments will be easily traded from instructor to instructor. They will be able to see assignments, and they will be able to switch from different courses or different students. They'll be able to switch their assignments and have someone else pick up an assignment that can actually research it. Because I told you guys before, assignments are not just, they look at it, oh, it look good, move on to the next lesson. No, dude, you got to check that. You can't just look at the assignment and, oh, this is fine, move on. No, that's not how this works. There's a lot riding on this. So they check everything. If you submit your barber's license or your stylist license, they actually check it. They verify it. They contact your school. They contact your state board, and verify that this is a valid license and that there are no strikes against this license. That's what we do, and that's why it takes a while for some of these assignments to be evaluated. But the new system will be quite quicker than that, because we're able to kind of double team and triple team on these assignments to get them done. So that means signing up and putting people onto these assignments and the school itself. Is it the same as the hair school? The hair school or the hair art school, it is kind of the same. It's on the same platform. We have AI now that's on this platform, so it'll be operating under the same platform. But the school itself is a completed hair art instructional school. So all of the different elements of finding out who can do hair art and who can learn hair art and be able to execute it and whatnot. So that's what the hair art school is to instruct hair art, teach hair art design, and license people as hair art or hair artists. Once you're licensed as the hair artist, then you can start doing contracts. You can actually start doing hair art designs or hair art work. Now, being able to be a hair artist from the mobile salon buses, that's a whole nother world. So that by itself will put you into, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 territory automatically. And that's just automatic, monies, because you're able to do that. That's the difference between being a nurse working in a hospital versus being a doctor working in a hospital. There is a difference. There's a difference in pay. There's a difference in the work that you do. There is a difference. It's not shitting on nurses. It's just a nurse is not a doctor. Simple as that. Doctors do operations. Doctors do assessments. Doctors do doctor things. Nurses do nurses things. A hair artist is very different from a barber. A hair artist is very different from a beautician or a hairstylist. So there's a very different correlation there. My camera's not on because I'm driving, and to turn the camera on turns all the lights and everything on. I am 100%. I will get a ticket. So no, I'm not going to do that right now. Somebody asked, where you at, Coach? Where's the camera? Anyway, so that's what's going on with that said. So everybody, just to understand, I know it's kind of repetitive, but there are other people that are watching, other people that are listening, and I kind of have to talk to them as well. So you guys that have heard this before, and you're like, man, he's saying the same thing. That's because there's more people than you listening and watching. Everybody, they'll hear me or hear anybody, and they say, like, if you go to a comedy show and you watch your favorite comedian and he tells the same jokes that you already heard, you can't stand up and say, man, tell a different joke. I already heard this joke. You can't do that. You may have already heard it because you said you was here last week when he did this joke, or you heard it on one of his specials or her specials. You already heard it, but everybody ain't heard it. Everybody ain't seen it. Just because you saw it or you heard it doesn't mean that everybody has seen it or heard it. So that's the same thing that happens with a lot of things, especially this that we're in right now. there's a lot of people that have sat through the course or sat through our lives, and they say, "Man, coach, you said this already. We already know this." Yeah, you know, but there's what 200 some people. There's 200 some people listening and watching right now. I know it's not a lot of people. That's not a lot. There's thousands and thousands. There's podcasts and live streams that have uh, thousands of people that are watching. We only got a couple hundred, and so that's where we are right now. And most of those people have not heard of us or heard of what's going on. I got questions right now that says, "How much is a mobile slum bus?" You know how many times I've heard of that? You know how many times I've read that question? I read it every single I read it every single show. How much is a mobile slum bus? I read it every single show. Okay, let me get my charger because I think this thing is blinking on me. Okay, but anyway, guys, so what's going to happen is the show itself or the school itself will officially starts on the 1st. So everybody that's ready to rock and roll, be ready to rock and roll. Um, and if you have not received or gotten your hair art stencil kit, you need to let me know. You need to let me know immediately, because that's one of the first things that the school is going to ask you is, hey, we need to see your skills. We need to see what you're able to do, do this design in a cowhide. So it's gonna ask you to utilize some equipment that's inside of the hair art stencil kit. So everybody that has received it already, then you're ready to rock and roll. So on the 1st, you'll be ready to rock. If you haven't received it, then you need to let me know so that we can check our records and find out what's going on. For those that are signing up, because we've got a lot of people that are signing up right now to the hair art school, everybody that is signing up right now, y'all kind of put your brakes on, kind of hold what you got, because you're basically tagging on after everybody else that has gotten in. We're over 100 people right now. So we're over 100 barbers and stylists. That's not a huge number, but it's large enough to where we want to make sure that everybody gets, individualized attention. Okay. So like I've told you guys before, there are millions, that number, millions of barbers and stylists, not just in the United States, all over the world, because hair is everywhere. So when they find out what we're doing and what we have and what we do, many of them want in. You understand what I'm saying? They want to get into what we're doing. So imagine going from doing haircuts. Look at that Waymo. They got these self-driving taxis out here, guys. They got the self-driving taxis out here in Dallas. So many people will hear and see what we're doing and what we're up to, and they'll want in, because you're going from making $30, $40, $50 a head doing hair or haircuts or whatever, to making $100, $200, $300 for a head, $400 and $500 for a head, one head, $500 for one head. What the hell? Where do they do that at? Because we don't just do hair, we're hair artists. I've said that a lot of times. So there is a difference. There are people who are just in the school just to go and get their own bus and just do their own regular thing. That's fine too. It's just that the ones that are going to be hair artists, that's a different measure. That's a whole different group of people altogether. So that's right. That's our millionaire group. So those are different individuals that are out to do a bigger thing. Guys, I just saw a mobile slum bus pass by just now, and I don't know who it is, but I see mobile on the side. So wow, that is fun. I just slapped myself in the face, because I said you don't see mobile slums driving around the streets everywhere, and here I am sitting at the light and I see a mobile slum bus drive by. I don't know who it is. That is so awesome. Boy, look at God. Look at God. I would have fought him to find out who it is. But man. So anyway, It's a whole nother world, guys, when you're creating something that is a ultimate change in the industry. It's a change in the industry. It's not the same thing. We're changing the industry. We're creating it to where the different things are being done uh, in a different way, so that we're not continuing to do the same thing. I've coached this ridiculously throughout the last couple of months, where barbers and stylists do not have the same impact, do not have the same um, uh, respect that we should have as professionals. So that's what we're installing. We're installing that respect back, because you can't look at, I mean, you can look at a barber and say, oh, it's just a barber. It's just a dude cut hair. Go over there and service us. Do what we tell you to do. Yeah, okay, fine. But when you're looking at a hair artist, that's a whole different thing, player. We're hair artists. Our services are high up on that ladder. It's the difference between having a short order cook or just somebody behind the counter whip you up a burger and fries versus having a grade A Michelin star chef prepare your food. That's the difference. We are Michelin star chefs preparing your head. That's a whole different thing. So again, not shitting on regular barbers and regular stylists. Y'all can do what you want to do. That's a whole different thing altogether, a whole different animal, because we have people in this organization, in this network, that just want to just do regular hair and just be in a regular bus and do regular things. That's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. Hey, Shay, what's going on? Nothing's wrong with that at all. What's up, Mr. Ed? Mr. Ed coming in. We see Phil. What's up, Phil? I see Phil popping in. Miss Veronique, I think I saw said Miss Veronique. How are you? Miss Veronique says safe travels. I can't click on your pins or your comments, guys, because I'm driving. But I see them when I glance down over here every time I stop at a stoplight. So I see Trish. She said, hey, big guy, what's happening, Trish? I see her up in here. I see Coolio. What's up, Coolio? What's happening? Crazy 8 Barbershop. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Miss Peaches, how are you? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank y'all for coming through. All right. Let's see. Trish said, I was able to sign into my account. Still can't move from course 3. See, Miss Trish, that we talked about that earlier. And you may just be coming in. That's fine. You just may be coming in to the show, because that's why I said to everybody that's why these shows are important, because we talk about all of these things. And we had that conversation with the other fellow that was hopping mad because he said there was no communication. And I'm like, dude, I'm live every day. What are you talking about? It's always somebody that comes in and says, oh, nobody told me anything. I didn't know what was going on. Did you go and talk to the owner himself? Because he's live damn near every day. And you can ask him whatever you want to ask him, and I'm pretty sure he'll answer it, because he doesn't care. He will answer you right to your face. But you'll still have people say, no communication. Nobody told me anything. That's a lie. I'm sitting right here and I'm able to answer any question, and I typically do. And the shows are live and they're archived, so people are able to go back and watch the show if you missed it. So all of that, it happens on a frequent basis. But as we grow this thing, as we get it out and move it along, it'll become less and less, because we have procedures put in place, so that everybody that comes through the system, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to be like, hey, you got all the barbers and stylists you need. You're done. So now all of the buses that you've made, that's it. That's it. You got 1,000 buses. You got 2,000 buses. You got 5,000 buses. That's it. That's all you're going to have. You're done. Just run those. No, that's not this company. You have to keep going, because the barbers and stylists that you've created, the barbers and stylists that have graduated and got into buses, they're not going to stay in buses. Some of them are going to move on to bigger, better things. Some of them are going to move on to owning their own buses, whether they leave the company or stay. Some of them will grow into leadership positions where they're working with us. Some of them will pass away. I mean, you're not going to live forever. So when they pass away, somebody has to take over that bus. Somebody's going to move into that position because we have procedures in place that are franchise type procedures where the bus that you are working on or paying on, it doesn't just sit, it's able to be taken over. So your family will continue to make money off that bus. If you pass away, your family still will get paid because that bus that you was working on, it has a system where it will keep working. It will keep running. There will be another barber that you have already put in place or what have you, or another stylist where that bus will keep moving. You're even able to come out of that bus and put someone else on and retire, which how many people have been able to say, yeah, I retired from barbering. I retired from doing hair. I bet you if you retired, you ain't got no money coming in because if you ain't standing behind that chair, that's the end of your money. That's it. There is no more money. If you're not working, if your hands are not getting dirty, you're not making any money. So retirement doesn't mean anything in this barber and beauty industry until now. Because now when you retire, your buses are still running. They're still out there working, making you money. See, that's a beautiful thing. That's what we bring to the party. That's the element that we have in this picture. Nobody else has that. Nobody. There's even barbershops and beauty salons where people get old and then they leave. Well, when you leave, if you don't have anybody to leave that shop to where they're going to run it and manage it for you and get you paid and you're going to collect monies continuously from that shop because you trust the individuals that's running it, okay, there you go. But good luck with that because we see shops, barbershops, and beauty salons come and go. Because that's a very difficult thing to run and operate. They pop open and close on a daily basis. But one thing that I can confidently and proudly say is my salons, my mobile salons, they don't close. They don't shut down. If they go somewhere and there's no money, there's nobody buying, there's nobody getting their hair done, we crank the fuck up and go somewhere else. We crank up and go somewhere else. We go somewhere else where there are customers. So yes, my buses make money because that's what they're designed to do. That's what my system is designed to do. That's why people invest in these systems. That's why we have sponsors that put money into this system because this is the only one that operates the way it operates. I got so many catch-22s on my system that makes sure and ensures that my buses make money that nobody else has. See, that's the beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm just running off it because I'm driving and I don't have a curriculum. I can't operate the mouse and do anything. So the best I can do is just be on here and I can hear you guys, but nobody's talking. I guess they're just listening to me ramble on and rant. But if y'all got a question, y'all can just shout it out. Yeah, there's no, you don't have to be quiet or silent. And if you're in the if you're in the no, they're scared of getting roasted. I'm not gonna roast nobody, man. That's not fair. They don't want to get roasted. I'm not gonna look. If you have a question or if you have a statement or if you're I mean, listen. I got a lot of people that'll say the same thing over and over again. Yes. Because people are coming in, coach, when are we going to start the next court? When is the court? And they should know we're working on it right now. And if you're following along, you'll know what stage we're at in working on it. I've just told people at the beginning of this show, we just started my group yesterday. We started my group yesterday and getting people in. We got everybody logged into their new accounts yesterday and the day before and all last weekend. Everybody was logged into a new account. So if you didn't hear that, the first thing that will pop into your head is, hey, I can't log into my account. What's going on? Right? And if you said that, yes, that would irritate someone. That would irritate people if they have already explained what was going on with that. And then the next thing will be, hey, I can't start this course or start that course. Well, we've said that multiple times in this show and the last show. So if you didn't hear that and you ask it again, then yeah, that would be irritating. But no, I'm not going to roast you. I'm just going to say, watch the show. Or I'll say it again. Y'all know me. I'll say it again. I'm long-winded. I like to talk. This is what I do. I get paid to talk. People pay me to come and do lectures, come and do seminars. I get paid to talk. So I will say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. You know how many people come and ask me? I got two more questions in my chat right now that says, how much is a mobile salon bus? I shit you not. You hear me? I bullshit you not. I got two more questions that are the exact same. How much is a mobile salon bus? Two. That's on top of the one that was earlier, right? Because I pointed it out. Two more has came in. How much is a mobile salon bus? Now, do I get mad? Do I get angry? Do I roast that person? No. I just say, go to the website. Go to mobilon.com. The information is there. If I don't have the time to kind of break it down. If I do have time to break it down, I will calmly and easily and quite frankly say, that's not a proper question. There is no such thing as how much is a mobile salon bus, because there are multiple mobile salon buses. We got 1 station, 2 station, 3 station, 5 station, 10 station. We even have Greyhound style coach buses that are full salon. We only got 2, but we do have mobile salon Greyhound style coach style buses that is meant to house an entire salon and go on location and do weddings or anniversaries, family reunions, concerts, and things of that nature, because they got anywhere from 5 to 10 barbers and stylists on that bus operating. Is that what you're asking about? Is that the bus that you're wanting to know how much it is? Because they start at $1 million. Is that one of the buses that you wanted to know about? Or is it a 2 station? Or is it a 3 station? How many shampoo bowls you want on the bus? What type of towel do you want? Do you want marble towel? Do you want plastation towel? Do you want laminate? Do you want a single element towel? What type of lights do you want on the bus? Because all of this varies in the price. What type of lights? Do you want LED lights? Do you want ceiling lights, neon lights? How many television screens you want on the bus? Because all of it varies the price. You see what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as how much is a bus. That's like going into a restaurant and saying, how much is food? If you go into any restaurant, McDonald's, Burger King, Shea Boulay, any restaurant, Nobles, Hell Kitchen, it doesn't matter. You go in that restaurant and you ask the maitre d' or the cashier or the waiter, and you say, hey, I'm here, I'm hungry. How much is food? They're going to look at you like you're crazy, because that's not a thing. What do you want? What type of food? Are you want dessert? Are you want entrees? Do you want full meals? Do you want snack? Well, I mean, what do you want? You tell me what you're looking for, and I can give you a better synopsis or try to break it down for you. That's what's going on here. But again, people don't know that. They don't understand that there are those varieties. There are differences in the hell. You can go to a Ford dealership or a Chevy dealership or a Mercedes dealership, and walk right up to the front desk or walk up to any salesman and say, hey, how much is a car? You know what they're gonna say? What car? What type of vehicle are you looking for, sir? What style of vehicle are you wanting, ma'am? What type of car? I mean, what do you tell me? Give me more information than just how much is a car, because that's what happens when people say how much is a mobile salon bus. But I honestly and quite frankly don't think that they understand that this is that type of situation. There is no one price. There is no standard price for a mobile salon bus. We always tell people that buses start out at $100,000 and they go up to $150,000, and they go up higher than that depending on what you want. But a standard range is between $100,000 and $150,000. So when we tell people that immediately turns them off. They like, oh man, I ain't finna. No, I don't want that, man. 100,000. Man, I can go to the auction and get me a van for like 15 grand, and I can put in a chair and put in the station and shoot. Go ahead. Go ahead, do that. Why are you here? You're at the wrong location. If that's what you want, then go and do that. Because here, we don't sell buses. We are in the business of creating businesses. I just got through saying we supply everything. When you get keys to a bus here, that bus is already licensed. It's already permitted. It has an app that comes with it where you can go and park, and you already have a permit for where you are parking right now. You're permitted. So when the police pull up and say, hey, do you have a permit to work here? You say, hell yes. Look on this app, look it up on your phone, look it up on the internet, do whatever you want to do, but here's my code, here's my number for this bus, and here's my name. Look it up. My insurance is there, my permit is there, my city permit is there, and my company ID or information is there with the 800 number where you can call and they'll explain it to you should you need more information. Stop bothering me. I'm with a client. See, this is a whole nother world, ladies and gentlemen, a whole nother world of business and execution. When you go and get that van or that bus, yeah, I'm just blasting. I'm just ranting and raving because I get so many people that are on this scale or on this level of, oh, I can do it myself. Well, do it yourself. Why are you telling me? Why are you calling me on my number to my business saying, oh, I can do it for cheaper than that? Well, go and do it. Get away from here. To hell with you. Go do whatever you're going to do. I'll see you later. Y'all know that. I will see you later. Because if that van that you went and bought from auction for $15,000 and then you put another $10,000 to $20,000 in it to bring it up to code, it better have a restroom on board. It better have hot and cold running water. That hot water better reach a certain temperature in order for you to be legal. It better have a proper generator on there that does not emit carbon dioxide. That's a new thing that they just came out with last month, guys. They're testing the generators now. If your generator emits more than X amount of pounds of carbon dioxide, they will shut you down. Because all of the buses have generators. Even if your generator is mounted to the outside of your vehicle, if it's emitting X amount of excessive poundage of carbon dioxide, they will shut you down. And they won't give you a ticket and say, hey, you need to switch out your generator, which could be thousands and thousands of dollars because you got the wrong one because you was being cheap and didn't get the right, because we use Cummins, we use larger scale generators that have the batteries in there that switch back and forth to keep our emissions low. They don't have that because those are expensive generators. They went out and bought one off the shelf from Lowe's or from Home Depot or whatever. Okay, enjoy yourself. When they pull you over and they stick that little the thing that they stick in your muffler and they check and see how much emissions your muffler is emitting, they now do that with the generators. And if your generator is emitting too much carbon dioxide, you're done. That's it. They will shut you down. And I told y'all before, they're not just ticketing vehicles. They're not just ticketing these food trucks and these mobile salons and these mobile nail shops. They're towing them because they're illegal. They're not up to code, so they will tow you. See, at a regular barbershop and beauty salon, they'll just shut you down. They'll tell you lock the doors. All clients have to leave right now. See, I've been in shops where that has happened. The state inspector comes in or the health inspector or whatever, and they see these violations and they say everybody that's in the chair, they have to leave right now. They've kicked people out with perm in their hair. They had perm in their head and everything. Hair about to fall out because they will not let you rinse the perm out of the hair or the relaxer out of the hair. You can't. This is an illegal establishment. So that type of stuff happens regularly. And here's the kicker. They're adding on more inspectors and they're inspecting and actually going deeper when everybody was saying, oh, they're not carrying no more. Some people, they ain't even getting licenses. They just let them run. Yeah, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the cities. The cities are the ones that are inspecting. The city inspectors, city code violators, code inspectors, and the health inspectors. The ones that go out to the hospitals and the food and restaurants and all that. They're coming into our industries. They're coming into our businesses and they're checking because we deal with the general public. So anyway, it's hell on wheels, guys. It's hell on wheels. And we are the ones who keep up with that. We are the ones that make sure that y'all are in compliance, that y'all have everything that y'all are supposed to have to be successful. And we shield y'all from that. You shouldn't have to deal with any of that. We take care of that for you. The insurance, the gas, the maintenance, and all that shit. We handle all of that because we're in a partnership. Nobody else has this. Nobody else has this program. So yes, we are very prejudiced when it comes to who do we let in. We're very, very skeptical when it comes to who are we. It's not just, oh, this is an expensive bus. No, dude, this is an expensive program. We're doing a lot of things that makes this work. We're doing a lot of things that make it work. We got people that go into buses that have zero clientele, none, zero. But because we're operating off a mobile salon business, an actual Mobilon app, where when you're posted, we send you clientele, we send you customers, we make sure that you have a place to go, that you have customers to go and do. We do that because we have excess of customers. We're advertising and promoting mobile salons. That's how this works. And see, a lot of people don't have that. You don't have an entire network when you went to the auction and bought a van and set it up as a mobile salon. You don't have a network of customers and clientele and barbers and stylists that are across the country. You don't have that, because that's how we're building. Now, we're nowhere close to where we're about to be, but this is what we're building. This is what we're putting in place. I got to go up there to that other sign, that other, oh shit, I'm out of time. My bad. I'm sorry, guys, because I couldn't hear y'all. Yeah, I'm out of time. I'm sitting up here rambling, and I think I'm going to do this on a more often schedule. Oh, and I got some comments too. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Miss, I can't click on, man, I need to, look at Miss Veronique. I need to put your comments on this doggone screen. Miss Veronique don't play. She don't play. Okay, Miss Veronique, I'm not gonna read all this stuff, because this girl, look at her. Yeah, she blasting. Because it's real. It's the real deal, and a lot of people don't understand that. So and look, Charles come in with the same thing. I'm not gonna repeat this stuff, guys, because it's not that I'm trying to blaze people or get on anybody's case. I want you guys to understand what we're building here, not just what I'm building. I don't do all these heads. I'm one barber. I'm one hair artist that goes out and do what I do. I can't drive 115 whatever buses we got. I can't drive all these buses and do everybody's head. I'm one person, so I have to have a team. I have to have people out there doing what they're doing all across the country. And we spread them out on purpose to see what these states are doing. What are their footprints? What are the surroundings like? What is the setup like to operate in Louisiana, to operate in Miami, to operate in New York, to operate in Kansas City, to operate in LA, to operate in Nevada, to operate in Dallas, to operate in all these different states and cities? We have to get a temperature feel. That's what the test is for. And we've been testing and running this shit for, about 3-4 years. We've been testing and running all of this for years to see where are we at. But guys, by the time we're done, there will be thousands, tens of thousands of mobile salon buses out here. And that won't even scratch the surface, because there's millions, hundreds of millions of clients that want to get their hair done. And specifically, when they hear about this, they're going to want to get their hair done from a mobile salon bus. Does that make sense? Okay. So anyway, this was, I don't know if y'all enjoyed it or not. I enjoyed it because I was able to just go and talk and run. Hopefully y'all got some information. If y'all didn't, if y'all need information, y'all know what to do. Put it in the chat and I'll respond. But this is me just giving you information. I hear a lot of people say, Coach, when you be going out, man, you let us know and you fill us in and fill in the blanks, and yeah, it be sound like you mad, but it be filling in the blanks. It help us to understand what it is, what's going on. And that sounds good, but there's gonna come a time where I'm not doing this. I'm literally, the company is too big for me to do this. So it's too that's like the owner or the CEO of McDonald's, right? Getting on the air every day saying this is what's going on with the new hamburger patties. Everybody was angry because we changed the formula, and now the patties are going to be cooked on this type of grill, and we need y'all to do this and do that. And they're not going to do that live. They're not going to make that available to the entire world to hear and see that happening. They're only going to do that for key individuals, meaning franchise owners, not every employee that works at McDonald's. That's not going to happen. But it's just a symbolize, how we operate here versus these large. Now that's McDonald's. That's a multi-billion-dollar company. We're not a multi-billion-dollar company. We're a million-dollar company. We're a multi-million-dollar company, but they're on a whole nother level. So we do what we're able to do, and then we grow from there. And it's going to get way more advanced, way more involved, way more fun. Trust, I told y'all already. I said, once we get going, like going, yeah, y'all gonna have some fun doing this. This is gonna be way better than sitting in a barbershop or sitting in a beauty salon, twiddling your thumbs, hoping that somebody come through your doors. We don't do that. we go to the customer. We're doing something all the time. The only time we take a break is when we have to. When we literally say, man, I'm tired. Hold on. Put my account on pause. I'm not taking any clients for the next hour, 2 hours, whatever. I'm gonna go and watch a movie. I'm gonna drive my bus over to the movie theater to watch a movie. It just chill, you kick it. Or I'm gonna go in and grocery shop. Or I'm gonna go and take some me time because I've been working day in, day out. Yes, that's a beautiful problem to have. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here. I just be, y'all know I'm transparent. And I tell you what it is and what's popping, so that later on down the line, everybody that's coming in, they'll know that this is what it is and this is what happened because the owner said so. He was saying this stuff before it got to the level that it is right now. I was saying this stuff. Hell, I was saying what I'm saying 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I was saying, watch, we're going to get to the point to where these buses are like almost $100,000. I'm telling you, we're going to get to the point to where we got almost 50 people in buses driving around all over the place. Well, we're way more than that. We're going to, man, watch what I tell you. We're going to have, man, we're going to have our own school. Watch what I tell you. We're going to have our own school, and when people come in, they're going to be able to sign up, and they're going to be able to log in, and all the stuff all these problems that we're having right now because people don't know what they need to do, they're going to learn it in the school all online. Watch. I promise you, I'm telling you, we're going to have that. I was saying that 3-4 years ago, and we're here now. And now I'm saying what I'm saying now. We're talking about tens of thousands of mobile salon buses. We're talking about hundreds, even thousands of millionaires operating these buses. Millionaires operating mobile salon buses? Yeah, of course, because it's fun. It's fun to be a millionaire operating a bus where you don't even have to if you don't want to. You're operating it because you want to. You enjoy what you're doing. You are a professional. You're a hair artist. Just because you're a millionaire doesn't mean you don't go to work. You go to work because, hell, that's what you do. You go and you create art. You help people. You encourage people. You communicate with people. You enjoy doing your craft. Guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right, anyway, I'm out here, guys. I took up enough of y'all time. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be stationary where I can go over some things with y'all and get y'all situated. I'll check in with y'all if you haven't gotten an email or you haven't gotten a phone call from me. That's what you're waiting on. That's what's coming. So hold what you got, and we're going through everybody's accounts, getting y'all all set up. You should already be able to log in. You should already be set on that end. And now if you're not already in the course and the course is running, then that's what you're waiting on now to get into your next course and then go on from there. But I'll walk y'all through all of that as well. Okie dokie. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, I'm out of here. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm running back on the Shopping Salon Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application's at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything's good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity called Mobile Charities. It's at www.mobilecharities.org. You can donate to one charity or multiple charities all at the same time. Great. great way to help people. All right, guys, that'll do it for me for today. If there's nothing else, I got to get out of here because everybody's screaming at me saying I'm way over time. I think I am. Yep, I know I am now. I just seen the time. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm out there. I'll see you all tomorrow. Everybody take care of yourself and remember our motto: respect yourself because image is everything. Peace.